Hey guys, what is going on? It's your boy Black Rue back from another video. Before I get started here, let's cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Rue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our black or invested. Best believe it was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe it was black or invested.
What is going on, guys? What is up, Black Rue Crew? We're also live on Rokfin right now. Today, we're going to be talking about Ripple breaking new ground and PayPal USD caveats. This might be a quick show today, depending on how many people we get. We'll see. But let's get it going here. Let me go ahead and pin this up in our Telegram. And let me share screen. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So let's get into it. But a little housekeeping. Why take on the crypto world by yourself when you can join a Telegram? It's completely free, free 99, y'all. We're close to our 100th member being added here. People share information, good videos to watch, good coins to look at. People will ask questions. We have a moderator in here. Shout out to our moderator, E. He does a good job in there. So, yeah, guys, come on through to the Telegram. And if you want to step up, take a gander at our Patreon. We've been doing some great things on our Patreon. A weekly watch list for less than a cup of coffee. Nice stuff out here for the Patreon. Shout out to Rob B. Appreciate you. Shout out to E in the chat. Let's get into it, y'all. So let's see, where will we start first? Let's start here with this Ripple news. Ripple joins BlackRock and JP Morgan as member of the leading trade organization ISDA. Now, one of the things I want to point out, I continue to tell you guys about BlackRock and JP Morgan being at the hip, right? Nothing says it more than this right here, right? JP Morgan, they're the money men behind Ethereum. BlackRock, you know, BlackRock, Larry Fink. No matter who the president is in the United States, be it red or blue, Democrat or Republican, BlackRock has a member on the Treasury. You can look this junk up if you don't believe me. But also, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink is a member of the World Economic Forum. He's on their advisory board. So both of these guys kind of at the hip. So it's only natural that Ripple, who's also a member of the World Economic Forum, is in league with these guys. Okay. Now, the reason it's kind of breaking new ground for Ripple is, let's go down here. We can tell you here. This organization, Ripple, has joined the prestigious trade organization, International Swaps and Derivatives Association. So it's derivatives. Now, trade finance and derivatives were supposed to be XDC's thing. So this is actually kind of a new thing for Ripple, as far as I know. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong out there. Now, that's very new for them. Generally, it's been all about trade, cross-border payments. So now they're getting into the realm of derivatives, and the derivatives market is a popping market. Okay. Um, this article references Crypto Airy. She does a lot of great Ripple information. Definitely check her out. Let's read this tweet from her here. Ripple has joined the ISDA Focus Derivatives. Officers from BlackRock, um, Society Generale, etc. Directors: J.P. Morgan, CME Group, Citi, Goldman Sachs, BNY Mellon, London Stock Exchange, BOA, like basically all the big banks in the world, right? So huge news there for Ripple. Let me see if I can close that there. And if we go as we go down here, it says Crypto Airy highlighted that ISDA boasts a membership roster of global financial elites, which we just went over right there. Um, she has tagged Ripple's public policy offer, Raul Avanti, noting that he is the contact person in this regard. Okay. So huge news for Ripple. It just keeps getting better and better for these guys since the case ended. So, man, like if we go ahead and take and bring Ripple up, it seems like it's finally flattened in its pullback. So now it might actually be a pretty good time if you're looking to get kind of back into Ripple. Now might seem like a pretty good time. Um, and I'll show you that on the chart here as soon as we bring it up here. But Ripple's another gain that the patrons have got. We've been looking at this since 33 cents, went all the way up to 95 cents, and it's pulled back to like 64, 65, 61 cents around that area. As soon as it comes up here, we're going to go take a look. Thought I already had Trading View pulled up, but apparently not. Okay, so we'll come down here and take a look. Boom. Now we're going to look at two price areas. We're going to look at the day chart, the week chart, and possibly the 4-hour. So all of those time frames just give you a kind of better idea of where the coin's heading in different time frames. Like, and you'll see what I mean as I come up here. Ooh, it is taking a while today. My apologies, guys. Okay, so this is the week chart. Okay, I'll just give that some more time to come up while we move on to our next story. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat over here. See if we got any more questions in the chat. What's up, Ron B? What's up, Nerd Up Inc. Marv? Appreciate you. Okay, so now we're going to PayPal. So PayPal USD can be frozen like Tether and Circle. Now, that's pretty interesting. I did not know that you could freeze Tether and Circle, but apparently you can. And here's another article that says some of the same thing. PayPal's new stabilization stirs centralization criticism. So if we pan down here, we see just like USDT and USC, PYUSD addresses can be paused, blocked, and unblocked. I'm not going to attempt to say this. Yeah, I'll try. Juso Ro in Virta. I probably butchered that. A DeFi product consultant and head of product and growth at Membrane Finance noted. So it's kind of like they say how CBDCs can be programmable. Effectively, stablecoins are CBDCs in a way, which is why you see like the U.S. and different people saying, "Oh yeah, we're totally about getting that this stablecoin stuff through," because stablecoins are, in a sense, CBDCs. So um, it's interesting because a lot of people will say, well, PayPal can freeze your account right now, right? So it's not really that different. And here it is again. The new PayPal USD stablecoin has a asset protection. It's always for your protection, right? Roll, which can wipe your balance in 2 transactions. Pashoff, a developer focused on crypto security, tweeted earlier Tuesday. Um, that's really kind of concerning, right? Because then what happens if it's something that someone doesn't agree with and they wipe your account? Look at what can happen with the guys, the trucker guys in Canada, right? Like, you know what I mean? And they had their accounts wiped, their regular bank accounts wiped, right? And they weren't able to receive crypto, right? Um, it's just like if something like that occurs, no one should have the right to wipe your account. So that's just something to really, really think about. Maybe like maybe you may not want to store your stuff in these type of stable coins. Maybe you might just want to go with the Bitcoin and risk the volatility, right? Or try to find some other stable coin that doesn't have this ability. But honestly, I think they all have that ability. So what do you do at that point, right? I don't know. What, buy gold and take that around with you, right? Um, really, a lot of seasoned people only use stable coins for when Bitcoin's volatile anyway, right? So right now, you would probably have your money more in Bitcoin than a stable coin right now. Anyway, the only time this really becomes a concern is maybe like 2026 when Bitcoin's probably going to be on a 2 year downside after this bull run, right? But that's just something. It's something to really be aware of. Okay, um, that's all. That's all I can really say about that. Um, yeah. So that's all I can really say about that. I wonder what do you guys think about this? Is this something that gives you concern? Because a lot of people will say, okay, they can do that already, and a lot of people also say, oh, well, they have CBDCs in China already, and they seem to be doing fine. That's China. That's not America, right? So I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I'd love to hear it. What's up, Brave New Order Films? Appreciate you coming over, bro. So let's get a look at that Ripple chart if we can. Okay, it's finally up now. Okay, so on the week, so on the week chart, it looks like it's almost at the point where it may pull back a little bit. Uh, let's kind of analyze the day chart here. Okay, so the day chart gives us an actual different picture. So in the day chart, it actually looks like it's on a point of coming back up. And let's see if that is also what the chart shows us. As you can see, it kind of rounded out and it's looking like it's beginning its upward movement back up, as you can also see in the RSI here. So on the day chart, it looks pretty good. Um, Come over here and look at the 4 hour. Okay, and on the 4 hour, has a little bit more room on the 4 hour. So it's coming back up here, probably where it'll get a little bit bullish with the 50 EMA crossing the 200 again. Well, the 50 had crossed the 200 here, and it looked like it was dangerously close to recrossing the 200, but it looks like it's gonna not. So that's good. So yeah, so that's what we got going with XRP here. Um, Shout out to the patrons. Uh, Algorand, that is one that we were looking at. It's finally kind of bouncing up off this 11 mark from like, well, actually from like 10 and a half all the way up to almost 11.80. Algorand's one of the best deals out here. lowest it's been in about 3 years. We come over here and put this on the week chart. You can see this is from like 2020 here. We're kind of around that same point. So it's probably not going to go that much lower than this 10 or 11 cent mark. So Algorand, knowing what we know about it, what they're having deals with the Central Bank of Italy, it having this CBDCs of the Marshall Islands. This is a really, really, really good deal looking at our Algorand at this price. Like the risk versus the reward is very, very tasty right here. Um, and as you can see, it's way at the oversold point on the week chart. So buys are probably going to kick in at some point. And we've already saw because we were on the day chart there. We can already see buys are kicking in right here. So see if you guys have any questions. While your questions are coming, I'm going to go to Masari and open up Algorand because I know Algo just had some good news. I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Masari, it's another kind of site like Coin Market Cap or Coin Gecko that you can use to look at charts um, and analyze different things with the coin. What I really like about them is they do a real good job with the news portion of a coin, which you'll see once this pops up. So you can see here, actually, they do not have the latest. Okay, there we go. Best crypto to buy, but I don't know that they had the news that I was looking for. Let's click on it and see. It's gonna scroll down here a bit. Okay, yeah, I'll take your cookies, whatever. Let's see if we can find it. They said it was in this article. Potential upside momentum, which is what we said. Shout out to the patrons. Okay, I think I remember what the news was for Algorand. Like, besides Ripple, Algorand is the only other member of this ISDA. I believe that's the case. Don't quote me on that, but definitely look it up. I believe that only Ripple and Algorand are members of this ISDA. Okay. So let's just look this up right quick to confirm, and then I'll come out for questions. Algo Crypto ISDA. I think they've been a member for a while, though. Okay, wait for this to load. Okay, so yeah, it seems like they're a member of the ISDA, and they have been since like September 2021. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so apparently they did join. Let's check out this Reddit article right quick, and then I'll come out for questions. Okay, they give us directly from the ISA membership showcase, and we got Algo in there. It seems. Okay, so they're also members of the ISDA. That's huge, man. That's huge, and maybe that's why we see some of this price action we're seeing right now. Um, just good to know, man. Good to know. Even though Gary had them, targeted, they're out here. Did you see the functions that PayPal coded in their smart contract? Well, yes, I heard that they got the same functions as Tether and Circle, in that they can just delete someone's account. They can seize it, they can freeze it, they can just get rid of it. And yeah, I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that, because to me, doesn't make me feel that good about it. But Tether and USDC can do the same thing. So it's like, it's what is it? 12 is the same as a half a dozen. You know what I mean? Right? Um, yeah, man. So yeah, pause, blocked, unblocked, and it says up here they can wipe your balance in 2 transactions. That's crazy. Crazy. But I suppose they can already do that on PayPal, right? Right now, they can do the exact same thing with regular fiat. Um, so you know, I think the only really real answer to that is like, okay, maybe you just always have some Bitcoin and you just ride out if Bitcoin is volatile or not. That may be your only answer. What's up, Manosphere Hall of Fame? DNX looks like a decent token, small market cap, and ready to boom. Let's take a look. Excuse me. DNX. If you want it, you got it. Come and get it. No. I love DMX. Love DMX. RIP DMX, y'all. I got a show out there. Somewhere a show out there in one of the Black Rue Investing, one of the like my early Black Rue Investing shows, where I'm playing a faux DMX. That's a good show out there. Y'all, somebody should find that and take a look at it, because it was before he died. Uh, Faux DMX. That show is out there. I forget what I was breaking down. I think it was certain stocks, but I was doing the voice and everything, y'all. So check that out. Okay, Dynex. Okay, let's see where this has been. Oh yeah, it's on a heater. That a boy, Ricky. Give him the heater. What y'all know about that major league? But yeah, relatively young token too. Came out at the tail end of last year. It's gone from 3 cents to $1.20. My. Okay. Only places you can buy it right now seem to be MEXC. I haven't even heard of this. It looks like Ticketbit, TXBit, L Bank, which I think you might be able to use here. You could still use Bitmart. So Bitmart and BingX. Well, it's on such a heater right now. I would say gotta wait for this thing to cool down. Like no way. I don't think there's a good way to buy it all the way up there. Let's take a look at what it does. Next generation neuromorphic computing based on groundbreaking flexible blockchain protocol. It consists of POUW miners that constitute decentralized neuromorphic supercomputing network. Wow. Um, Sounds pretty fancy. Well, let's just take a look at its Twitter. So this is how I kind of look at certain tokens, y'all. I want to go. Says it's a privacy coin. I want to go look at its website, and I want to go look at its Twitter. Okay, website. I know. Okay, and then let's look at its Twitter. So I want to see if we can find some partners. I want to see who's watching this. Then let me see. What is the diluted market cap? So it did all of this on it's only has okay. So this can really be diluted right now. So it's 4.5 million. Oh, that's the volume. Okay. God, okay. Where is the market cap? Okay, there we go. 70 million. Okay, so no, it's not. It's pretty much okay. So it's not even 2x right here with the dilution. So not bad, not bad there. Max supply 110 million. Let's go check out its Twitter. Here, I'm gonna shut down a couple things here. This thing's really moving slow. Okay. While that Twitter's coming up, let's see how the web page is going for it. Pretty good. We'll get rid of these this algo thing here, and we'll get rid of that. Okay. Profile still not up. Okay, here we go. Polygon, of course. Six-sided shape, by the way. Six-sided shape. Um, and then we have like a little arrow. Interesting. And you could say kind of another little polygon there. I don't know why this is taking so long. Let's see. Okay, following followers, you know. Okay. LC Express. Crypto Aries following it. Oh, that's what I like to see. Upholds guy is pretty smart. This guy upholds like CEO. He's following it. Yeah, man. But right now it's at such a heater. I would say we have to wait for it to cool off. Let's go take a look see here again at the chart. It's definitely on a mad heater. It looks a lot like whose chart? And it did this all in what? A month? A month? Yeah, bro. It did this in a month. Okay. This looks a lot like Cass's chart. Yeah, I say try to get it in the because it looks like it's on its downswing here. So you can see, we can see that same thing kind of play out right here, right? That same thing play out right here. So basically, when you're looking at the Wyckoff, you got the bullish half and the bearish half. Like just split this green one down the middle, and you got bullish half here, bearish half there. So on the left side of it, if you're coming up that way, it's bullish. But if it's coming down this way, that's the bearish side. And you can match it right up with the red here. You can match it right up with the times where it's coming down on the RSI. So you can use both of those tools there for that, right? Yeah, it's way too hot now. Hopefully it can come down, but at this point, it's almost like you kind of missed it. Like if we wanted to get in, we probably it would have been bad at 38 or something. But yeah, this will definitely be one to watch though. Maybe at some point it pulls itself back to like the 60 cent mark, and that would be the best entry there. So we'll be watching to see if it pulls itself back to the 60 cent mark. That will be a point where I say like, okay, maybe we can enter. And I can show you different examples of different things that have done certain pullbacks like that. Like if we look at Conflux, this thing like raged up to like 40 something cents, pulled itself back to like 17. Come on, Conflux. Let's kill this PayPal article. Okay, it's loading. Beep bop boop. Okay, while it's loading, let's look at this. Decentralized supercomputing. That's huge, bro. Okay, yeah, this might be something to definitely grow in your portfolio, but to me, it's gonna have to pull back to at least 60 something before we really look at it, right? It's just way too much of a risk as high as it is right now. But that's very interesting. Decentralized supercomputing. So I'll wait for that to kind of calm down there. What's up, mainly music? What's up, Den G? And what is up, L Right Senior? I wonder you guys have been getting my notifications. So I heard a couple people say they had problems getting them. So let's see here. So let me kill the Telegram right quick. Do you believe in these crazy prediction prices for XRP, XLM, and Quant? Will we ever see these 500% pump? I actually do believe it, Den. Um, and the thing that I keep coming back to while I say it, why I say I believe it, is the BIS being able to purchase crypto in 2025. This is something I'll keep referencing. Um, so the way it's written is really weird, but basically what it says is come 2025, January 1st, 2025, central banks can purchase crypto as if it's a commodity. Okay. New standard sets crypto reserves among banks to 2% by 2025. And this is basically central banks. Okay. So imagine that. Imagine that. Like something we thought was just hogwash, like maybe 5 years ago. It's such a reality now. We got BlackRock, Fidelity, companies like that already trying to custody Bitcoin and have Bitcoin ETFs. And now we also had companies come in and do ETH ETFs. I'm sure that maybe XRP ETFs are next. But then once central banks start holding these as though they were gold, man, bro, the price. And I'm sure some of the things that they're going to come after first are these things that are going to be backing, being the settlement coins for all these CBDCs. What are going to be settlement coins for these CBDCs? XDC, which is already, we know it's the settlement coin for R3 Cordia. Check out my video on R3 Cordia if you don't know who they are. www.darkhorsewatcher.com. Go check out my video on R3 Cordia and you'll know what I'm talking about. Um, so XDC, Algorand, XRP. XRP we've already covered today. I think I got rid of the article, how they're entering into derivatives. We already know that they're entering into cross-border payments. They already have deals in place with Bank of America, like so many banks. Like there's just not enough time to list all the banks that these guys are involved with, right? But maybe I can bring up Bearable Bull right quick and show you like all the different people that Ripple are involved with. This guy is a Ripple honk. Bearable Bull. Okay. So he always plays this thing at the end of his videos. Um, trying to let it load here. Definitely check out the Bearable Bull. He does some of the best XRP content out there. But let's just play the end of his video. Fair use, by the way, where he just mentions all the people that Ripple are involved with. Okay. Um, so it kind of gives you a picture, right, of what's going on here. And check out his video. I've never watched this one. I just clicked on one of them because he usually has it at the end of every video. But emergency Ripple,
Welcome back.
alert, US dollar test on XRP is complete. Sounds like some juicy info. Definitely love the Bearable Bull and what he does with his channel. Let's see if it's gonna catch up here. It's spooling. It's trying. Maybe he's not gonna have it at the end of this video. What do you know? I guess it's not at the end of this video. Well, we've played it once before for you guys, but it basically goes over all the different people Ripple has involved with them. Let me see if I can find a older one of his videos. Then, uh, sorry guys, but I think it'll just do a really good job of showing you just in a quick amount of time what all Ripple has going for it. So we already know that they're members of the World Economic Forum, right? We already know, okay, they kind of got this case in their rearview mirror now. Let's see. Let me find a one from a while ago. Bear with me, please. Might take a couple seconds here. Okay, let's just hope that this one is one of those. And if you guys have any other questions, put them in the chat while I'm bringing this up, please. Okay, let's give it a couple minutes to figure itself out. Not minutes, but like 20 seconds to figure itself out. Come on now. Okay, well, I'll move to the next question while it's figuring itself out. Yeah, I like ICP as well. ICP is doing really good for itself. ICP is at a good price actually too right now. By the way, E ICP is at an amazing price. Um, let's bring up ICP right quick. Actually, oh, I would click on the wrong thing. Urgh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so that's done a day, but you can see here with it being at $4. If we get rid of some of those lower things here, let's get rid of the moon phases right quick. Come on. It's crazy. That's crazy. So May 2021, it was up at as high as that's crazy, bro. $2,000. That's just totally insane. $300, $100. So yeah, we already know kind of how this. According to BitBoy, this was a Sam Bankman-Fried special here, according to him. So, but let's just say that its real value is somewhere at like maybe $80, maybe. I would even say that's too much. So let's just say its real value is around $16, right? That's still a 4x from here, right? Considering this is probably, yeah, this is close to like the lowest other than June 9th that you could have had it all year. So very great stuff here with ICP. Um, I want to look at it on the week chart and see what's going on here. It's coming up a little bit, so it's at 410 where it was like at like maybe 402 or something like that. But let's look at the week chart. So on the week chart, it's kind of flagging, if you will here. If you take this to be a part of the flag, it seems like it's really trying to figure out, excuse me, if it's going to go somewhere. But it seems like it's flattened out, so that's good for us. This seems like the perfect buy time right here. That's ICP. Now, where were we? Okay. Now, I really hope he has it at the end of this video. If he doesn't have it at the end of this video, like I would encourage you guys to go see it at the end of his video. I'm gonna press play and see if this is what we're looking for.
Limitations on how that happens.
Nope. Okay, here it is. I hope you're still watching, Den. So I'm gonna play this right quick. Okay, maybe I should have just kept it full screen. Or not full screen. Oh, come on. Okay, we're not getting what we want here. So I'm just gonna have to abandon that. My bad, y'all. Let me just try reloading it. So I don't want it to cancel our stream either here with the spooling.
The best thing that's ever happened to me. Amazing. Yeah. I mean, just I can't imagine I would work for anyone else ever again. It's just been so amazing having my own law firm. But it all stemmed from the worst day of my life. So, and I don't know if it was you that mentioned this, but the SEC suing Ripple back in 2020 or whenever it was might have been a major blessing in disguise in hindsight. We'll see how things go in the next bull run, right? So, waiting to see how that all plays out.
I'm cautiously optimistic that that's the case, brother. But you shared a lot of perspective there. Sometimes what we think in the moment
not
is
what I wanted. Okay,
a shitty situation can end up being the biggest catalyst for one of the better blessings in life. So
sorry about that. I tried. Oh, really? Wow, melee music. That's interesting, bro. That's real interesting. You're hanging some good circles, my friend. There will be ETFs for all the top cryptocurrencies that survive. This is going to drive up the prices of all the top cryptocurrencies. Agree, E. I agree. Shout out to E, our moderator in the chat room or in the Telegram. HBCU maker rule. I don't want to spread the family too thin, but we need some gaming plays. You know what? I'm okay with gaming plays, but then I look at them and then I feel like, okay, at the end of the day, it's a game. Like, not It's not shade, but it's just like, okay, if I'm looking at something that's going to be a part of the financial system, it's going to be used every day, right? Every day, because they're always transactions, trade finance, cross, cross border payments, remittance payments, everything, right? But then when I look at a game, it's just a game. You know what I mean? But I think some of that is still okay because the metaverse. I think they're going to try to turn the metaverse into this virtual workspace where everyone's so kind of working from the metaverse, a la Gattaca, almost, right? So eventually, I do think metaverse plays like maybe Seek, maybe Sandbox, those things will be very valuable, right? Um, so yeah, so definitely we'll keep those in mind as well. All these future ETFs do nothing to drive up the price. They don't need to be uh, to buy slash own the assets. Well, I think with the futures they don't have to. With the ETFs, I think they have to own some portion of like Bitcoin, like some portion of it. Um, so yeah, that's always again, Ace is mentioning a good point here. That's always a downside to these ETFs is that they can own just like a portion of it and it can manipulate the price. So like yeah, that is a downside. That's why like I really do think it's going to put some it's going to bring some liquidity into crypto because it's going to quote unquote legitimize it, but then come 2025 when the central banks can just buy it as if it's a commodity, that's going to be when people are like, oh my god, like a central bank is buying SRP, central bank is buying Bitcoin, the central bank is buying Ethereum. Man, and all their news agencies are just gonna blow it up, right? Central bank just bought blah 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 blah. And then we are gonna be so happy around here, y'all. We're gonna be so freaking happy around here. It's gonna be crazy. ICP Internet Computer. What they do is they have this technology which um, they call it I'm going to forget the name, but essentially you can use Bitcoin on their network almost as if you're on the Bitcoin network itself. Um, they have a lot of snazzy type of things. It's almost like Quant Light, and that it's an interconnector of networks, and it can be used like how Quant's kind of going to be used for CBDCs. ICP could kind of do the same thing. And Vitalik Buterin is also called ICP, Ethereum's sister network. Let me see if I can find that article. And another question I got out there for you guys. So with Coinbase creating Base and with Andreessen Horowitz creating Magi, what I kind of got out of that, like they may be great opportunities, right? And they might open up the chance for you to get like airdrops, right? Well, basically what they're going to be doing is having us buy Ethereum, right? And we're going to trade in our Ethereum for their coin. So essentially, we're going to be buying Ethereum for them. So just think about that. Just think about that. That's almost like Terra Luna. Like, not saying that you can't make money, right? If you get into these things, but essentially, we're going to be buying Ethereum for them if we participate, right? It's just interesting to think about. So yeah, there it is. Talik Internet Computer is our sister network. So interesting to think about him saying that about Buterin saying that. We are accelerating the crypto transactions and quantum, so we're able to trade with aliens. Uh, hey man, then you're gonna get me in trouble, bro. You're gonna get me in trouble. I'll save some alien talk for Rokfin. I don't think that aliens are what we think they are. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna be good this show. I'm gonna be good. I want to say so much about that. Games are scams to me these days. I feel the same way, Cryptwork. That's why I've kind of shifted away from that because, like, at the end of the day, it's a game. Like, I'm sure some games are going to get up and running, but the thing that is always a problem is, right? We're American. Shout out to anybody who's not American in here, but like the American dollar goes so far in other countries. So other countries like the Philippines and all of that, that's why they can do Axie Infinity, right? That's why they can do Splinterlands and make money, right? For them, it can change their lives, right? But for us, it can't work unless maybe they lock out the IP of other countries. Like it's for us, it always seems like a losing situation, right? Um, until like they make the metaverse and they make people kind of work from the metaverse. Like Facebook is not putting all this money into the metaverse for nothing, right? Um, the World Economic Forum doesn't have it top on their site for nothing, right? But it's down the line. We're going to have a great money reset before we have the metaverse era, I believe. So, great money reset probably in the next 5 years, 5 to 10 years. Metaverse, like the 5 to 10 years after that, right? Slowly. But it all starts with these ETH phones, Solana phones, Polygon phones. Once we can have the crypto like blockchain on our phones, that's it, right? Because the phones, what they use to track us, right? Our phones is like people feel naked without their phones now, right? That's the tiptoe into the metaverse. Our phones. Yeah, yeah, like Algorand, um, Algorand, XRP, and XDC are really going to give those much. They're just going to do that. And the sad part is, so many people are going to miss out on it because of that whole FTX hoax, right? Because like, and I've relayed the story to you guys before. This last Fast and the Furious movie, they were like, they had so much propaganda against crypto in that movie, right? So people are thinking that they should stay away from it, and it's always the opposite, just like the Jim Cramer, right? The inverse Cramer. But hey, all we can do is prepare ourselves, right? Those who want to listen, they will, right? Not with future ETFs, and that's 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 all that's even on the docket. Like I know there's futures on the docket for Ethereum, and I know there's ETFs on the docket for Bitcoin. But as far as I know, I think with the ETFs you actually have to have the underlying asset, whereas with futures you really don't. It's a start in the right direction, but just a lot of hype right now. I agree. I agree. And everybody keeps saying too that they believe that these ETF applications don't get processed fully until next year. To me, that makes a lot of sense because that boom kickstarts the market. We already know we got the Bitcoin halving coming up next year. So it really, really makes sense that they hold it off until next year. That's what makes the most logical sense. So probably around December, we get our annual December drop, and then there will be rumors that it's going to be approved in January, and then January comes, and here we go. I'll be happy when Hedera says Mastercard is a council member and SpaceX, Tesla, Walmart, etc. Oh boy, Hedera's another one. Oh man, Hedera, they just have so many partners that are like the infrastructure for everything in the world, right? IBM, uh, T-Mobile, Boeing, Google, like Dell. It's insane, right? And a lot of people don't even know they exist. Like it's just sad, bro. It's just sad. But hey, we're gonna be sitting real pretty in a couple of years, y'all. Just hey, anybody who wants to get aboard, just let them know. Just show them the channel. Just show them the channel. But for those who get into access early, ETFs will be huge. But for those who miss this opportunity, as they say in the Bible, there will be the gashing of the teeth, and those that don't want to invest will be sorry. Yep. Well, a lot of people that are old money are going to be like, okay, I don't want to touch crypto. A lot of people that are by the book old money are not going to want to touch crypto, and they're going to say, okay, ETFs are regulated. This is a regulated thing, so I'll touch that. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but it seems like it's so much what's the word? BS. It's so much BS when you look at it because all the news people and all the things say, oh, it needs to be regulated. It needs to be regulated. But when you look at all the things in life that you can buy, like sell and trade that aren't regulated and people make tons of money off them, reselling clothes, um, baseball and basketball cards, so many things, right? Those aren't highly regulated, but people make money off them, right? Um, Not to mention the fact that a lot of these crypto companies, like we've been talking about, right? Hedera, right, are teamed up with people that are in the stock market, that are regulated companies, like Dell, like Google, like T-Mobile, right? They're already teamed up with them. Just because they're not quote unquote regulated doesn't mean that they're a scam. But from the news, they group all the crypto the same thing, right? And then they got their CBDCs is too much for people who are not in this industry to understand or in this genre to understand because it's like, okay, isn't it all the same thing, right? ETFs, or I'm sorry, not ETFs, NFTs, CBDCs, crypto, Bitcoin. It's all the same thing to them, right? So yeah, man, it's sad. The big banks started their own blockchains. If you already said that, governments and banks are going to do their own thing. Yeah, and that's why Ripple. Let me see if I can find an article. Yeah, there it is. Ripple starts platform for CBDCs. So, in some level, Ripple is going to be like a settlement coin for all of these CBDCs. Okay. And you can already see they kind of already started it with, I believe, Montenegro or something like that. Ripple starts platform for central banks to issue their CBDCs. So remember, I just showed you that article that Vega International Settlement said in 2025 they're going to start purchasing crypto with 2% of their reserves. So chances are they'll probably purchase Ripple because they're already going to be using them to issue their CBDCs. And everybody thought this was like a pipe dream, right? But we got the information right here. Like, why would the central bank ever buy a crypto? What, you know what I mean? But it's right here. It's right here. So all we have to do is be patient and hold on to it. So there it is. Central banks can issue both wholesale and retail CBDCs, so wholesale and retail, which can make offline transactions as well. And of course, they're doing this with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. So there's the coordination right there, the BRICS Nation tie-in. Remember, guys, BRICS Nations Summit is August 22. Okay, so that's coming up in a few days. So literally 2 weeks from now. So something's going to pop off, I think. And remember also on the 15th here, this is the 52-year anniversary since Richard Nixon pulled us off the gold standard. 52 years later, BRICS is meeting on the 22nd, talking about having a gold currency. You cannot make this stuff up, right? And let's bring up the gematria calculator. I think we've done it before. You guys have seen it. We're in the year of the rabbit, the Chinese year of the rabbit, right? In the gematria calculator, rabbit equals 52. So it's been 52 years since Nixon did that. We're in the year of the rabbit. Just kind of adds up. And shout out to Waters Above. I know he mentions this in his research, but I was talking to my guy Brunswick, and I swear to God, independently came to it. I want to acknowledge him because he does a good stuff out here. Waters Above. So. Okay, we'll see how long this takes to come up, but yeah, let's get back to our questions. Then you saying you're right about Coinbase, they need our ETH. Yeah, man. Just thinking about it, it's like, okay, then you're really just collecting ETH, aren't you? Games seem to become obsolete fast. They do very fast, and that's because of the whole thing that I mentioned about the money. It's like for us as Americans, it really doesn't make any sense. Like no one's going to play a game to only earn like a couple cents a day American money. That's not going to help us. But depending on, if you're in another country and maybe you're even automating certain things, so bots are playing, that might be worth it for you. So until they can stop that, yeah. And yes, games also do have scam tokenomics. That's true too. Once an AA studio like GTA or Fortnite integrates blockchain tech, and the Web3 gaming companies will fade away. You know what? And I think they just have, I think, shout out to Bitcoin's Day and King. I think they've mentioned it like before where they said, like all these companies are waiting to do is just flip the switch. Like they already have it in the background. All they got to do is flip the switch. Which makes sense. Like a lot of these different companies probably do have land and sandbox, right? Or a Decentraland. All they have to do is like just flip a switch and then it's on. So it's crazy to think about. It's like the number one crypto in the last 24 hours. The Hedera MasterCard integration is huge. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get some more Hedera. You just might have convinced me to get some more today, even though I got some. I got some. What's up, Richard Judge? Check out my guy Richard's channel too, by the way. Loyal supporter. Loyal supporter. All y'all are loyal supporters, by the way. I appreciate every single one of you guys. All right, cool guys. Nice show today. I appreciate all the different comments, all the different sharing of information. Appreciate it so much. We'll be back here tomorrow around the same time, both on my channel and the Gentleman of Crypto's channel. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I'm out. Peace, guys.